Hi, I'm Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert.
And I'm Erica Bodker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert.
Nothing says party like festive hats, and the Go Piñata Party Hats wall hanging will have you dancing with delight with this fun and easy weekend project.
Let's get this party started by showing you the star of the show. It's the Go Priscilla Stripe die. Now this block on board, or bob die, has 5 different shapes that make a 6-inch finished block. It is perfect for busting up even the tiniest scraps. Since it's on a 6x12 die board, it will fit through all of our cutters, including the Go Me. Now make sure you've got a 6x12 cutting mat on hand too.
Now each of the shapes are screen printed on the die to help you keep track of your pieces. The shapes also have specialized dog ears. Look at those, Erica.
Yep.
And that 1/4-inch seam allowance built right in.
So let's show you how to lay your fabric on this die. Now you can always cut up to 6 layers of cotton fabric. For this project, we're using a variety of blues. I do love blues.
I do love a good blue.
Absolutely, we're even wearing blue. Now make sure you've got the lengthwise grain parallel to the lengthwise blades, even when you're using some scraps. Now shape A is directional, and it needs a left and a right. So we're gonna have to fan fold our fabric over that shape.
All right, so let's start with shape A. Again, you want to fan fold back and forth so you get a left and a right. Shape B is going to be the black half square triangle there in the center. So these are those lengthwise blades.
Got it.
Now, Erica, C and E are going to be our light sections of the piñata hat. And these are actually the lengthwise blades.
Gotcha.
So our lengthwise grain is going to go this direction. The same with shape D.
Perfect.
All right, so let's get a 6x12 mat. Now this can fit through any of our Go cutters, but we're gonna use our Go Big because we can.
There you go. All right. All right, here you go.
Perfect. All right, quilters, now that our shapes are cut, I'll let you slide that off. There you go. Let's lay out a block. And I have some of the sections. You're just going to make the sections over and over again. So, Erica, should we just lay out 2 of these sections so we can chain piece?
Great plan. Okay.
So here, we'll turn it this way so we know how we're doing this.
Okay.
Perfect.
Threw me for a loop.
There we go. Yep. And then we're going to go here. And here. Perfect. All right, so we just need 2 of these to finish our section for our block. So let's, there we go. Do we have all of our pieces? Perfect.
All right, so we'll lay out enough for 2 blocks then.
Perfect. All right, Erica, so we're gonna start by sewing 1 light blue C to a medium blue.
Gotcha.
Right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, because it's so easy to chain piece, I'm just going to do 2 of these sections right now.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to get the iron out because we're going to need to do some pressing.
Now when I sew these together, here, I'll let you put the mat down here. Look at how perfect these come together because we have that specialized dog ear. And that's how you know you're sewing your pieces together correctly, is if those dog ears line up.
Now we've got some pretty small seams, so we're going to want to press these open. Is that right?
Correct. All right, now we're going to continue to add the next section to the bottom. It kind of looks like candy corn.
It does. I was just having that same thought.
Okay, and again, we're going to press our seams open.
Now the next thing we want to do is put the sides on. Is that correct?
In your quilting head, you're going to think, oh, we should add that half square triangle, but no, we're going to add our sides.
We're going to add those sides first.
Right.
Okay, and here's your other one.
Right. So the sides go on so that it forms a square. So the way you're going to know that you've done it correctly is if the corners are solid corners, because look, these have dog ears.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to add one to the top, and again, we're going to press our seams open, and then we're going to add the other side.
Fantastic.
Okay, and now I'm going to be able to put this piece right on top, and it's going to come together and make that corner.
Perfectly.
All right, Miss Erica.
Okay, last seam. And are we open again here?
We are pressing open here.
Okay.
All right, Miss Erica, so now we're going to add those black half square triangles here. If you try to sew the half square triangles on before you add the sides,
It won't fit
it won't
right.
work, right?
It won't work.
Yep, so I have one that I laid out so we could show them, and I'm just going to do all three.
Perfect.
All right, I'll let you press those open again.
Fabulous.
And then we're going to just put our little block together. It's so fast and easy to sew.
It is.
Imagine Erica trying to cut these pieces by hand.
Oh, it would not happen. But even though they're small, they're going to be so easy to sew together because they're cut absolutely perfectly. And you've got those dog ears for you. So even if you usually sew big chunky pieces, this is not going to be a problem for you. Here you go.
All right, so I'm going to bring these together and sew the halves together, and it's going to work out perfectly because you're going to be able to line up where those black half square triangles meet.
I love that. Now, do we want to press these open?
I think we should press them in opposite directions so they
Read
nest.
my mind.
And look at how perfect those points come together.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay. I love nesting my center seams. It's like a little insurance policy.
It is. Make sure we get it all right. All right, Miss Erica, let's see how we did.
Oh, perfect.
Look at that, ta-da, ta-da.
Absolutely perfect.
And then you would want to just press that center seam open so it lays flat.
Nice. Now this project has an additional colorway with the blue and yellow. Now you'll construct this block the exact same way, just follow your pattern to complete these blocks.
Follow the pattern on how to sew the blocks together, and then you're going to add 2 borders. You're going to use the 1.5 inch strip die and the 2.5 inch strip die. Layer batting between the quilt top and the backing. Pin or baste the layers together, then quilt as desired. Bind with your favorite method and share your finished projects with us on all of our social media platforms.
The Go Priscilla Stripe 6-inch finished die is the perfect way to start a quilting party because at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time
So you can quilt more.